Hi, this is Godfrey, your trusted mentor and the coach. We provide candidate fast-track training system. We help candidate engineers, technologists, technicians to successfully complete TERs, TEOs, and engineering report within 6 weeks without confusion and wasting time. This is our step-by-step process that we have developed to show you how we take you from step 1 to step 9 to help you with all your reports so that you are able to do your reports and submit to Excel. This is the system that we've developed, that we have taken our graduate or our candidate through the system. You can go to our LinkedIn profile and you can see all the recommendations. These are the testimonials and recommendations that we have received from some of the students or candidates that we worked with. So this is exciting. We've got Nkosana Ngaba here. You can see everything that I've highlighted in yellow. This will show you what Nkosana Ngaba says about the program. The fast track system makes the process easy to follow. The guidance he offers, meaning Godfrey and the team, on compiling the engineering report and the preparation for a professional review interview is of a great help. We've got Mondley, which is our GCC. He's registered as a certificated engineer. He said, I tried on my own to do the report without a mentor. Mr. Godfrey helped me to understand each step of the report writing process through coaching and reviewing my TEOs, my TERs, and the engineering report. He helped me to organize my work experience, project into clear, logical roadmap, guided me to structure and write specific and detailed report content. I achieved my Excel professional registration within 8 months. He says, Godfrey assisted me through coaching sessions with guidelines to prepare for the interview presentation accurately, and I'm so happy to be registered as a professional certificated engineer. And below we've got Ivan. Ivan's challenging for me was to align my work experience with EXA 11 outcome, and we assisted Ivan to achieve that through our process, which is an alignment process. We've got Iskwala above on the top right hand corner, and he says, you made my application and interview for registration as a PR Tech Eng with access relatively smooth for me and was very helpful. Then we've got Busi below. He says he has been a good mentor, a referee during the EXA registration period. I wouldn't have made it without you, much appreciated. And below that, we've got Tabo. Tabo says the system really works, saves a lot of time. There's a link below there. You can go and click on that link and go into our LinkedIn profile. You see as many candidates that we've assisted to achieve EXA registration. So today I just want to have a quick discussion around outcome number 4, which is how to communicate with team members, which is one of the outcome on EXA's application form. Now, communication is easy. You are communicating and interacting with different team members in your project or in your engineering activity. So one of the important things when you write this outcome number 5, you've got to be professionally and effectively communicate clearly, accurately, and with clients and stakeholders during the progress meeting. So you've got clients, you've got stakeholders that you're communicating with, and the forms of communication that are taking place during the project or during of execution of an engineering activity. You must write technical and progress report, make presentation to the clients, to the project team, stakeholders to achieve engineering work or project. So that's one form of communication. It's in form of reports where you submit the progress report to the client so that the client can see what's happening on the project or on an engineering activity that is being executed by you. Then the third thing is issue clear verbal or written instruction to subcontractors, to vendors, to suppliers using emails, memos, holding progress meeting, addressing clients' requests to achieve engineering work or project. So that's another form of communication where we write letters, contractual letters, we write emails, we write memos, and we communicate with stakeholders, subcontractors in a project or in an engineering activity that we are executing. That's another form of communication with stakeholders. And the fourth one is instruction may include a written specification for purchases of material and or work to be done, recommendation on tender received, place orders and variation orders, and written work. So it's important that all these things you are able to uh, use them as your communications. So you could be writing specification documents, putting together drawing packages. That is a form of communication. So the other one is do oral presentation in meetings and discussion with immediate supervisor, clients, subcontractors, vendors, suppliers to discuss engineering work. All right. So sometimes you need to go to the client and do a presentation so that you can show the client what is happening on the project, what has been started, where you are, and then what are you going to achieve in the future. So you do oral presentation. Okay. Now, the last one is the supporting documents in terms of communication. What are your supporting documents? These include the background work done, draws correct and revised drawing, compiling test reports, using operations and maintenance manual to write work procedures, write specification and audits report, write commissioning reports, prepare and presentation motivation for new projects, compile budget reports, report on studies done, calculation carried out, report on customers' requirements, report on safety incidents and risk analysis, report on equipment failure, report on proposed system improvement, and report back on the cost control. So these are all form of communication. You write different report depending on the activity, engineering activity that you are executing. So when you communicate, this is what you need to be part of your report. So you need to be clear, you need to be specific, you need to be detailed. Your outcome mustn't be just general. So you need to write an outcome in a manner that is clearly, so a reader can able to see, okay, this is how you communicate, through progress meeting. These are the kind of reports you've written. These are the people that you've been interacting and communicating with them. And then you also show how you achieve those results. All right. So these are some of the examples on the things that we communicate on. I call this the 6 principles of project management. So these are the things that you need to communicate on. You need to communicate on the scope of work, communicate on the resources, communicate on the timeline, how well is the project doing, communicate on the quality, communicate on the budget, and on the risks. So on the scope, what needs to be done, on the timeline, how long it will take us to complete this activity, on the budget, how much it will cost us to complete this work, on the risk, what needs to be avoided and what needs to be prepared and planned for, on the resources, who will help you, those are the stakeholders, clients, vendors, suppliers, and so forth. On the quality, what processes need to be implemented to make sure that we achieve the right results for the client. So these are the examples. We do progress report, we do process flow, work breakdown structures, we do Gantt charts, when you report on timeline, quality, standards and quality processes that we follow, like your quality plan, we call them QCP, quality control plan for the work, and your organogram for the team. So who are the people that are part of the communications, and who must receive what information, when, and how. So those are form of communication. So this is an important outcome. All right. So if you want to know more, we had a pre-recorded webinar that we did last year. Here's a link. You can click on it. You can go through the link. You can see some of the trainings and teachings, coaching and mentoring that we do. And then you will see also people that we've worked with, and you can see the great results. So I invite you, go to the webinar and then go through the webinar. And then if you are interested to work with us, there's details at the end of this webinar. Then you can contact us so that we are able to have a meeting with you, and then we can discuss all your requirements, and we can begin to engage you in helping, coaching, and assisting you writing your own Excel report. So that's the process that we follow. 9 steps, simple, that we have been put together, that will help you to have clarity as to what you need to do on each step in order to make sure that at the end of the day you are able to achieve your professional registration. I will see you on the next video, which is outcome number 6. Cheers.